Guys, I hope your summer's going well, and I hope you're reading a lot. It's hard to believe, but we've only got a few more days. It's like a week and a half until we're back at school. Crazy, right? The summer went so fast. So today I have a book that I picked up from the library. It was in the teen section, but I think it would be a good book for some of you older kids in 4th, 5th grade who are approaching teen ages. It's called Escape from Syria by Samya Kullab, Jackie Roach, and Mike Freehite. I may have butchered those, and if I did, I apologize to them, but I doubt they're ever going to watch this video, so it's probably not too big of a deal. Anyway, what I liked about this book, it's about a girl. Her name is Amina. And, Amina. I should have known Amina. We had an Amina at Glenfair. It made me think of her, actually, when I was reading this. So it's about her and her family who live in Syria and about all the hardships that they're facing there. Syria is in the middle of a war, a pretty major war, and they live in one of the big towns, Aleppo City, and it's very dangerous. They do what they can to survive. They finally make their way to a refugee camp, and eventually, through a series of events, make their way to Canada. And I know a lot of you guys at Glenfair have been refugees, and I know some of you are even from Syria. And even if you're not, you probably have friends who have either been a refugee or have been to Syria. And if not, it's still a great story. But I'm just saying that because I think a lot of you guys can probably relate to it. Let me show you some of the pictures. Oh, so it's actually done as a graphic novel. It's done in comic form. So here's a picture. Make sure I got it on the camera there. This is towards the beginning of the book, right before they decide they have to escape and leave. War's broken out. A lot of things that they've known and loved have been destroyed. I like the book too because it gives some history. So if you don't know much about Syria and the things that went on there, you can actually learn a lot just from reading the book. And they do great things like you saw on the page I just showed, but here too. They give you maps to show you know the area that we're talking about. This is talking about the people in Syria and where they fled to. Some to Jordan, some to Lebanon, some to Turkey, wherever they could get through, because most of the time they had to walk to get across to these places. So I really recommend it a lot. It's a good story. One of the things that I am curious about is it kind of leaves you hanging. At the very end of the story, you have Amina and her dad. She's really excited because the whole time she was in refugee camp, she couldn't go to school. And when she gets to Canada, she's able to go to high school. And at the end of the story, we see Dad gets a text that says, "Help me." Amina asks, "Who's it from?" And he doesn't tell her. So I have a feeling that that means that there's going to be another one. So I would check it out if you're at the library. Multnomah County Library has them. We do not have them at our library, but I highly recommend it if you go to any of the county libraries, and keep your eyes open because there may be a second one. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.